joining me today. Welcome to my channel. My name is Rachel, and I talk about everything in the world that could possibly raise your vibration. I think it's really important to live and be yourself, but I also think it's important to make decisions that constantly push us to be the next best versions of ourselves. So that's why I share everything that I share. I think that we can always work on ourselves and make ourselves better, and everything that we do to improve ourselves then goes out to improve our lives, which improves our moods and our homes and our manifestations. Today I want to start talking about Feng Shui. And I got really into Feng Shui all those years ago when I first started getting involved in crystals and energy work and all of this stuff. So Feng Shui is all about energy in your space. So we've already talked a lot about energy work and how energy feels, and I'm sure all of you have had the experience where you walk in somewhere and it just doesn't feel good. It's almost like when you walk into a room right after someone's had a fight, you can feel it. You don't have to have any extra sensory powers. Like, as humans, we can feel those things. So that is basic energy in a place. You can shift this energy. Feng Shui is all about creating a space where energy can flow freely and give you all the things that you want in life. So basically, energy Feng Shui is the manner in which subtle energy moves through each space that you inhabit and affects your life. Healthy energy is moving energy. You want it to be able to flow and circulate. So we are going to go through everything, but not in this video. Today we're just going to kind of go over the basics and where to start, and then I'll end up doing a whole series on Feng Shui, and we'll talk about each of the individual energy centers. So if you like these videos and you want to learn about Feng Shui, make sure you hit the subscribe button and you will be notified of all of my new videos. So in your home there are 9 energy centers, and the energy centers stand for different things. Like, there's a wealth corner, there's a love corner, there's a health section. So you can take each of those areas and decorate it in such a way and move things around in such a way that it's working optimally. And you just want to have more good energy than bad energy. So think about how you feel when you look at certain things. Like, think about how you feel when there's bright light in a room. Think about how you feel when there's plants and nature. Think about how you feel when there's bright colors around you. Think about how you feel when you see a picture of yourself when you were so happy. And then on the flip side, think about how you feel when you're walking through a room and you see a pile of paperwork that you've been ignoring. Or if you just have a bunch of old newspapers or junk mail sitting all over a table and you can't even see the surface of a table. Or think about when you walk past a gift from an ex or something that takes you into the past. That's a way different feeling than when we're talking about bright lights and plants and things like that. So that's the good energy versus the bad energy in a space. Everything in your environment is subconsciously affecting you. So when you're walking around your space, you may think that those things aren't bothering you. You may think that you've gotten really good at ignoring them and you're just going about your business in the mornings, like get breakfast, try to get the keys, go out the house. What you don't realize is subconsciously, you see everything. Your subconscious picks up on everything around you. So as you're going through your house in the morning and you're going through all of that mess, it is sucking the energy out of you. You're starting the day with your cup already not full. It is so important to start your day with a full cup of energy. Like, go for this day, get everything done. And it's almost impossible to do that if the space that you're living in isn't supporting you. So I encourage you to take a look around your life and look at what you've attracted. Are you happy with your life? Are you happy with where you're living? Are you happy with all the things that are surrounding you? Everything in your life you have attracted. Whether or not you meant to, everything in your life you have attracted to yourself because you do it with your vibration and with your energy. That's why it's so important to control your surroundings, because sometimes it's just hard to change your own energy. If you're having a really hard week or month, everything just seems to be going wrong, thing after thing, and you're just down and you feel like you can't get back up. Sometimes Sometimes it's really hard to get a video done. Sometimes it's really hard to change your own energy when you're feeling bad, which is why it's so good to implement Feng Shui, because as you change your outer environment, the inner starts to change as well. So you just have to start by looking around your space and kind of judging yourself. Do you like your style? Do you like the things that you're surrounding yourself with? Or do you just have them because you liked it 10 years ago and it's just still sitting there? Donate it. Get rid of things. And then you create a vacuum. The universe has to fill a vacuum. So when you get rid of something, there's all this space. You get rid of something you don't even like anymore, and there's all this space for something new to come in. Now the universe can start to give you what you want. It can't give it to you if you have all of your junk piled up over here, so it can't give you anything. When you get rid of the things you don't want, when you get rid of the mess, then the good things have room to come in energetically. So take a look around. What rooms are you the most comfortable in? What rooms are you avoiding? Is there a reason that you're avoiding certain rooms? Once you've thought about all that stuff, start to think about what you want in life. Start to think about your goals. Not only the goals for your space, but also the goals for your life. What do you want your life to look like? What are you trying to attract? What are you trying to change? Because that's how you can come up with a plan. Remember how we talked about the different energy centers? After you have some clear goals, you can put certain symbols in the different energy centers to help manifest what you want. When your intention for life surrounds you every day, it tends to materialize much quicker. So now that you've taken a good hard look at yourself and your space, it's time to clean. You have to clear your space for something new. And so now I'm not just talking about getting rid of junk. I'm also talking about physical cleaning. You need to physically clean your space and get rid of junk. You don't want cobwebs, you don't want dust. You need to set the tone that you care about where you live, you care about how you feel, and you respect your space enough to take care of it. I know it's not always fun to clean, but this is going to reset your life. And it's so weird, we're just talking about cleaning, but sometimes when you feel blocked in life, it's because you simply need to clear the path of obstructions that are in the way. And that way, the fresh energy can move around freely around you and get things done that it needs to get done. In other words, you have to make room to create. You have to have room. And to have room, you have to get rid of things. So yes, you need to clean, mop, dust, do all of that stuff, but also get rid of things. It's important to give yourself permission to take control of your life. Get rid of the things that deplete you. I don't care if you're holding on to it because of guilt. If you're holding on to something just because someone gave it to you, you don't have to do that. Someone's choosing to give you something. That is their choice. They should only be giving you something because it makes them feel good. If they're doing something to make themselves feel good, that's fine. Now it's in your hands. This is your life. Now you do what makes you feel good. If you love it and you want to look at it, display it. If you do not like it, you do not have to keep it. You do not have to let other people control what your life looks like. It's important to ask yourself with each object how it makes you feel. It's so important because energy constantly influences emotion. You are constantly affected by what is around you, which is why it is so important to only have things that you love around you. You're literally building your life by what you surround yourself with, not just building your home and what you look at. You're building your entire life. Everything that you can accomplish and you can get done, it all reflects where your energy is going. You can't come up with this genius business idea and run with a new business if all you're thinking about is how your house is so messy you don't even know where your car keys are. You need a clean environment so that you can hear yourself, so that you can be the next best version of yourself. You can see the importance of it's so important not to hold on to things that bring you down. If it's something that makes you sad or keeps you in the past, you need to get rid of it, because we're not about the past. We're about the future and moving forward and living our best life. So every time you feel like you're having a little bit of trouble getting rid of something, just think about the fact that each thing that you clear, you're creating a path for new energy. Each thing that you get rid of creates a path for something new to come in. And then as you start to clean, you yourself physically are probably going to start feeling lighter, more positive, more in control, which makes you feel more confident. It already starts to influence your emotions just by making the decision to take control and start doing something about it. So as you're getting rid of stuff, I'm sure you're going to be throwing some stuff away, but also think about donating whatever you can. If you're donating things, then that's a great way to start a cycle of abundance, because you're creating this good flow of energy. By giving away the things that no longer serve you, you're showing that you trust that the universe is going to give you better things back. So that's a great way to get into like a prosperity consciousness type of mood. I think it's very common for people to feel like they have to hold on to things just in case sometimes. And that definitely comes from like a scarcity mindset. So it's important not to get too caught up into that and to not feel like you have to hold on to things just in case. You have to be in the mindset of everything is easy and everything is a flow. And I'm going to get rid of the things I don't need, and the things that I do need are going to flow in. You need to be in the flow of life, and things just happen so much easier there. You don't have to force things. You don't have to push things. You just have to get on the right vibration. I know that sounds crazy, but it's really all you have to do. So when you're cleaning and getting rid of things, get rid of things like if you're holding onto a sweater that has holes in it and you're like, oh, well, maybe I can fix it, but you haven't fixed it for 2 years. Or if something just doesn't quite fit you right, every time you try it on, you're like, oh, it's just not quite right. So you've never worn it, but you keep it because you think it kind of looks cute. Things like that are the types of things that you need to get rid of. Open your drawers, open your filing cabinets. Everything old that you don't need is creating stagnant energy. So you want the energy to be able to flow everywhere. So if you have a junk drawer, you need to take everything out of it and only put back what you think you need. Everything that you don't need to keep and you are keeping, you're just hurting yourself. You're just creating all this stagnant energy that's like stuck in this part of your life, and now you can't do anything because it's just like this like cement stuck there, and you need to move it, and you have the control to move it. Everything that brings you down needs to go. You guys just remember, you are in charge of your life. You are the only one who can change things, and you can start today. Even if you don't want to start this whole thing today, you can do one thing. Just throw away something that's broken, or go through your pile of junk mail and get rid of it. Start with one thing, and that will start to change your attitude already. Open the curtains. Let some sunshine into your space. That is an example of great feng shui. Remember, guys, every decision you make takes you in a certain direction. You can either sit down and decide not to do anything and your life will continue on and nothing will change, or you can decide to make one change and you could change the direction of everything. Every decision you make matters. Get up, throw something away, hydrate yourself, and smile. And I hope you guys have a great day. Stick around for more feng shui videos. We're going to get much more in detail and in depth and talk about all of the energy centers and how to best utilize them and how to change your whole life by changing your environment. Thanks for watching, everyone.